In this video, we're going to talk about our end of the month legalities feature. This has to do with the last trip in the old month that overlaps or carries over into your bid month. For our criteria, we've set up a 1 hour of credit time minimum. And that's a strategy we use to bring every line in the bid package all into one bank. And we're going to do that just for this example. So right now we're looking at 533 lines in bank 1. Let's go ahead and get into the setup feature. We're going to click legalities, and I've already got this set up ahead of time for you. So what we've done is explain to the program what's going on with that last trip of the month. So we let it know it overlaps by 2 days into our bid month. The end of duty time is 10:30 p.m. and the total flight time was 13 hours, and it was an international flight. Now the program has all the data it needs to calculate whether there is an end of the month legality problem. You have 3 options down here. The first one by default says to select all of the lines and provide an advisory only. This means just go ahead, don't block anything. Just go ahead and let me know when there is a problem. And it's going to let us know if there is a illegal rest problem or a carryover problem. So we go ahead and we click submit. Okay, and we go ahead and close the menu shade, and we can see the results that are displayed in red for each line if there is a problem. Remember, we told the program that there was an overlap by 2 days. So as we look, that first trip does conflict with the overlap that's coming in, and it lets you know there's a carryover problem. If we scroll down a little bit further, down here to line 7, we can see this is calculated an illegal rest. We said we get in at 10:30 at night. This first pairing checks in at 7 in the morning. After an international flight, it's calculated that there is not enough legal rest, and it has displayed that you have a illegal rest problem. So let's return back to the setup, and we'll go to legalities, and this time we'll select the second option. This one says select legal lines only and block all of the conflicts. In other words, we're telling the program, I don't want to see any lines that have a problem. If it has a problem, please go ahead and block it. So we'll click submit. Now remember, we had 533 lines. Now that we've instructed the program to block all of those lines that have a problem, we've dropped down to 235 lines. And notice we now have a warning in the menu bar that says legal. This warning is letting us know that we are not being shown all of the available lines, and the reason we're not is because of the legalities feature. So we go ahead and take a look. We'll close the menu shade, and we notice that the program has automatically blocked all of those lines that have a carryover problem at the beginning of the month. And for our third and final example, we'll return to the setup one more time. We'll choose legalities, and we'll choose that last choice, which is just the opposite of the second choice. This one is saying select only the illegal lines. This time I only want to see the lines that do indeed have a problem. So we're dropping down, in this case it went up to 298 lines, and that warning is still there, which indicates again that we are not being shown all of the available lines because of the legalities feature. And we close the menu shade and review it. We see that every line here has a legality problem. And the reason we might do this is because we'd like to use it as a strategy and perhaps drop that first trip of the month. And this way the program can find all of those lines that do indeed have that problem, and you can utilize that strategy and drop the trip. Now when we return to the setup one last time, we'll choose legalities. We'll leave everything set up the way we did initially, and we'll return to our default setting. The first one, select all the lines, provide the advisories only, and we'll click submit. This time the warning in the menu bar disappears. We're back to the 533 lines. We know we're being shown everything again because that warning is gone. And when we close the menu shade, you can see that some of the lines do have the warning and some do not. And if you leave it set up this way, then you can go ahead and bid as normal, and the program will just let you know when there is a line that's encountering that end of the month problem. And this concludes our video on the end of the month legality feature.